Hello Chatbox out there, it's a brand new week, so you guys know what that means, a new week with lots of new adventures, and I'm going to be taking you guys along on my adventures that I get up to this week. It's Monday and I don't have work till this evening. I'm doing a 6 till close, so I got to have a little bit of a lie-in. I then got up and got showered and changed. I'm wearing my new jumper I got from TK Maxx the other day. It's such a cute jumper. I've had lots of people complimenting me on this new jumper of mine. I love flowers and have got a cardigan with daisies on as well that I can't wait to wear this coming winter with it getting colder. And it snowed a little bit, so I opened the blinds and was greeted by a dusting of snow. Didn't have as much as we thought, but we're supposed to be getting some more at the end of the week, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it is a little bit more than we got, and we'll be able to go out and have some snowball fights and make some snowmen. We'd love to have lots of snow. I love snow days. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I had some peanut butter toast, and then I was just watching a little bit of TV, and my mum's feeling a lot better than she was. She had a little bit of a flu thing. There's lots of things going on at the moment, and my dad was just sorting stuff around the house, and he'd gone to take my grandma to the doctors for a doctor's appointment, and Bear was a little bit restless, so I was then playing with him out in the garden, and then I got myself ready to go off for a stroll. And just before heading off for my walk, I sorted out my Bluetooth doll in a new look, and I'll show you guys that. Here's my Bluetooth doll's newest look. She's got a cowgirl vibe going on. She's got these cowgirl white boots with floral print on, and this floral blue denim dress which matches my jumper I'm wearing, which is so cute, and her hat, and this is the whole look. That outfit is so pretty. I used some of the outfits that I got from the Toys R Us section in WSS in the mall yesterday, and I love the cowgirl vibes, and I posted stuff like that on my Bluetooth Dolls Instagram account using one of Madonna's songs, Don't Tell Me, and put a cactus in the caption, and I love that song. I then put my Bluetooth doll away and got ready to go for a walk, and headed off to go for a walk, and was loving the sunshine and blue skies and the remains of the snow. A little bit is still there, and I got a really cute selfie in front of some of the snow in all little woodland areas where I was walking. Whilst on my walk, it was still had quite a lot of snow on the ground, and my eyes looked super blue in the photo. I then headed up to the high street, had a look at some of the child shops, and went off to Aldi and looked at the Best Buy section in Aldi, and I went off into one of the bookshops and had a look around there, and then popped into the flower shop where I got some flower stats, and I'll show you guys those. Always got such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with lovely colourful flowers. I then was having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there. I got some plants outside of the plant session. There's always like a little jungle in there with all the plants from the window and all the plants hanging down, and all the succulents and cactuses and the pretty patterned plants and plant pots. I then went off and had a look around some more of the shops, and went off into one of the coffee shops, and whilst waiting for my coffee, I got a photo in front of this beautiful flower arrangement behind me, and I'll show you guys that. These flowers in that little bouquet are so pretty. I then had a chai latte from there and got stuff like that in front of one of the plants they have in there. The chai latte was so delicious. I love a chai latte. I then sat and chilled in there for a little bit. I was chatting with other people who work in there who I have great chats with, and it's so lovely in there. And then I went off and had it around some more of the shops and got some mirror selfies from one of the cafes that always have such great mirrors and pretty prints, and I'll show you guys. Mirrors and prints in there are always so pretty. I then headed off to have a look around some more of the child shops, and then went off to the co-op. I got myself a drink to have for work this evening, and then I made my way back, and I got home, and for my lunch I had some sausage sandwiches with a cup of tea and some biscuits. My dad was back from taking my grandma to the doctors, so Bear was very happy, and I then was just sorting out my dolls at dollhouse and tidying up my office, and I put up the little log burner and logs and lantern that my younger brother's girlfriend had got me for Christmas, and I'll show you guys a clip of that. Here is the newest part to one of the deliveries in my dollhouse. It's got a log burner and some logs and an old lantern. It's from my younger brother's girlfriend. She got it for me for Christmas, and it looks so cozy. It looks so pretty and lights the place up as you turn the switch and it lights up, which is so cool. I then got a mirror selfie in front of my bedroom mirror with my sunflower and star pillow and my Get Cozy pillow underneath my mirror, as I've changed the pillows up a bit for each season, and I'll show you guys that. That mirror with the stars lit up around it and the pillows underneath is so cozy. I then got called downstairs by my mum and dad, who had the last Christmas present to give me that was arriving late, and I got given a TARDIS bow to hang up, and it's so adorable and has a little bow on and the TARDIS bow underneath. So I'm going to put this on my shelf before hanging it up. I need to get some string to hang it up, and yeah, it's such a beautiful gift. Thank you so much, mum and dad. And I'm now off to go and write some more with journal entry and watch some more episodes of the 10th Doctor era of Doctor Who. We'll be watching a lot of that at the moment, and it's just going to be chilling before work this evening, doing 6 till close. I shall see you more to vlog when I get back. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at work. I'd worked doing 6 till close, so I got myself ready for work, and I had let time go like away from me, and was so fixated on getting stuff done, and I was like sorting through things going on in my bedroom, having a bit of a sort out, that I didn't realise the time, so I was running late. So I was rushing to get ready and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be late. So I got dropped up to work, rushed into work, got clocked in, put my bag and coat away, and got a drink out to have, and had some of that, and there was no need to rush, but I just didn't like being late, and I normally would prefer to be a bit early than late. And it was pretty quiet for most of the night, so I was just doing lots of the cleaning jobs, running some food and drinks, doing some food and drink orders, and even did a few coffees and a few hot chocolates, getting quite confident on the coffee machine now, which I'm loving doing. And it was me and one other colleague on shift, and we get on really well, and we were having some great chats, and we both absolutely smashed the clothes jobs. I got out for about 10:15, then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and called to get picked up, and my mum was like, didn't your dad tell you early on that you've got to walk back? He might have done, but because I was in such a rush to get into work because I was running late, I probably didn't hear him, so I ended up walking back from work. It was so cold and so icy, so I was wrapped up nice and warm, had my hat and gloves and jacket on. I was listening to music on my headphones and was just taking it nice and slow because I didn't want to be rushing back and slipping up on the ice, because it's got quite icy, and we had a little bit of snow, ice has now gone on top of it, so I was being very careful, and I didn't want to be slipping over and hurting myself. And I got back, and it's Corridell tonight, the one-off special with Corey and Amadell crossover, and I asked my younger sister to record it, as I'd forgotten to record it, as I was in a rush and I was very late, and it hadn't recorded even if she recorded it. So I thought she hadn't recorded it, even though I said to record it. So I got a little bit annoyed, and she then got a little bit upset. So I said, oh, I'm really sorry, I was just very tired, and I thought that she hadn't recorded it, but she had. So I've now got ITVX, so I'm going to be watching it on there, and that way I won't have to worry about missing any of my Corey or Amadell episodes for now, because my TV sometimes it'll record something but it won't record it or won't pick it up that is wanted to be recorded. So yeah, it's all good. And I then called up Tash and was having a good chat with her, and I am now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today and put that away. And I just had my tea. I had a curry. The curry I had for tea was so delicious, and I was so hungry all night at work. My stomach was rumbling, and yeah, I'm just off to go and finish writing my journal, put that away, and then watch today's Home and Away, EastEnders, Hollyoaks, Amadell, and Corey, and then Corridell. So it's Amadell first, then Corridell, so it's all linked, and I'm so bloody excited, and to see you more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday, and I got up after a lie-in. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I had some jam toast and just watched a bit of TV, had some bear cuddles and just listened to a bit of music. I was retweeting some stuff about Cordell from last night. It was such an epic crossover with Corey and Emmerdale. Still can't believe Billy's dead. I knew that he was leaving, but I really didn't think they'd be killing him off like that. Hope that Theo gets found out soon. Poor Todd. And Billy was the only person Todd had confided in about Theo, and now he's been killed off by Theo, who trapped him in his seatbelt. Absolute monster. And John's been killed as well, and Kane's got cancer, and Vic was the one that shot John, and Joe has got footage of her and is going to blackmail Robert, so hopefully Joe gets crushed. And Graham's alive, even though we saw him die. So many things to be answered, and yeah, I just love it. I love the soaps. I then got showered and changed and put on a bit of my aftershave I got for Christmas, and I love the aftershave. It's so good, it smells amazing. And I'm wearing the jumper that my younger brother's girlfriend Lydia got me for Christmas. It's so cozy. I've got a motorcycle in the jumper, and I'll show you guys that. I then was working on some illustrations and colouring some of those in, and just read some more of If the Earth Gets Out. I'm so nearly finished with that book, and I'm normally one to start reading a book and then I start reading another one and then another one, and I'm reading like 3 or 4 books at the same time, which gets a bit crazy, makes my dreams very crazy. But I'm sticking to one book at the moment, and this book I am literally getting through so quickly. I then ordered me, my mum, my dad and my younger sister a Buddy's lunch, this awesome sandwich place just around the corner from mine that's opened again after being shut for Christmas. I then was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and listened to a bit of music, and I'm really loving Lily Allen's new album. It's so good. I then head off to go and collect the Buddy's lunch and had a nice stroll to go collect that, and it was a lovely sunny day with beautiful blue skies. The weather has been so lovely at the moment, and it's not actually that cold at the moment for me anyway, so I just wore my jumper, didn't have to put my fleece on. And then I went and collected the Buddy's lunch, and I got there a little bit early, so I popped to the supermarket shop next door and got some custard creams. I bloody love custard creams. They are the best biscuit ever. That and the marigold cookies I always love to get, and these were it was £1, so £2 for these 2 packets. Can't wait to put this in my biscuit tin. I then got back with the butties, and I had my butties, and I had my usual. I had a tuna, cheese, onion, lettuce, cucumber, toasted wrap, and had that with a cup of tea. And I got me, my mum and dad a caramel slice. I was going to get my younger sister one, but she can't have the wheat, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to get her one. And I thought I'd got 4, but I'd miscounted, so there was only 3, but she was like, I didn't want one anyway, so it's all good. And I'm going to show you guys the Buddy's lunch I had. The Buddy's lunch was so delicious. I then listened to a bit of music, and we just worked on some more illustrations, carried it at my office and my dolls and dollhouse, and just watched some stuff off record, little fish catching up on. And then I got myself ready to go off on a lovely stroll, and I got some really cute nature snaps, and I'll show you guys. I'm really loving getting back into my nature photography, and the waterfalls and the streams and the brown and purple coloured leaves on the ground, and all the winter like trees with all the branches bare. It's just so beautiful. I loved being with nature and all the beautifulness of nature, and it was really peaceful. I found it very therapeutic. I had my phone in my pocket other than getting photos, and I took my headphones off and put those away, so I was just listening to nature and the birds singing, and it was just such a lovely walk. I then got back and I got some selfies in front of some of the waterfalls and streams and some of the leaves as well, and I got this really cute one in front of some autumnal leaves that were still had the bits of orange on, and my eyes were so blue. I then got back and I was just listening to a bit of music, working on some more illustrations and colours for days in. I was reading a little bit more of this out. I was watching some of my favourite YouTubers' newest vlogs, and I'm now going to be going off to take the dog for a walk with my dad and just see a little bit more of the vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I got back from taking Bear for a walk with my dad. I then was just listening to a bit of music, just enjoying and colouring in, and watched Escape to the Country and Garden Rescue and a little bit of Farm Brown and some stuff off record that I need to catch up on. And then my dad went off and picked my grandma up from getting her nails done with another place in the high street, and then went off to the shops to get stuff for tea. Then got back, and for my tea I had a southern fried chicken pasta pot. It was so delicious, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be reading some more of If This Gets Out and have a cup of tea with some of my custard creams I got from the shops earlier on. And then we're going to be watching today's Home and Away and UK soaps, and watching the 4th and final season of Roswell, New Mexico. It's on ITVX. I remember ITVX, and I didn't know that it was on there. And I'd watched season 3. I think it was on Netflix, and then it got taken off Netflix, so I didn't actually get to watch the last season. So I'm looking forward to watching that and just see more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday, and I got up early ready to go off to the garden centre, my happy place, and hadn't been to Armsby Garden Centre in ages, so I was looking forward to going off there. And I had some toast and a cup of tea for breakfast, listened to a bit of music, had some bear cuddles, and just watched some stuff on Netflix and was just chilling, and then got showered and changed, and then got myself ready to go off to get the bus to go to the garden centre. And I got to the bus stop just as the bus was arriving, which meant I didn't have too long to wait, and it was pretty chilly, so I had my fleece on and my hands were so cold. So I then got onto the bus and warmed up. I then listened to some music on my headphones whilst on my way to the garden centre. I then got to the garden centre, and I had to cross over the main road, walk down this country lane, and then get into the garden centre. And I had to left and right, made sure that I could see clearly on the corners because there's some blind spots. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I got over and got into the garden centre and had a lovely look around there at the home section and the stationery and the mugs and the sweets and the plushies, and then went off looking around at some of the Christmas stuff they had a sale on, and we're getting rid of most of the Christmas decorations, putting quite a lot of displays away. But I was able to get a few selfies in front of some of the Christmas displays that were still up, like some of the art trays and garlands and things like that. And then I went over to where the plant section is. I got some plants off from there to show you guys. That plant section is huge, and I got some really pretty plant stats with lovely succulents and cactuses and pretty petal leaves and plant pots. I then had a look around some more of the garden centre and went outside to the outside part of the garden centre where more of the bigger plants were, and then I made my way back to get the bus back from the garden centre, and I then got the bus from there to just nearer to where the Alpaca Cafe is, and went in there and got some lunch from there. And I got myself a tuna and cheese panini with some salad and a chai latte from there, and I'll show you guys that. Tuna, cheese panini and the salad I had for my lunch and the chai latte was so good, and they even put a little chai latte art of an alpaca in there, which is super cute. I then chilled in there for a little bit and listened to a bit of music they had on in there, and they played some really good songs. I then headed off back to town from there and had to walk down the town's hill, and before going off down there I stopped off at one of the pubs just at the top of the hill, ordered a loo, and I got a drink and sat in there for a little bit. I got some mirror selfies from some of the mirrors they had up in there, and I'll show you guys those. There's some really cute mirrors up in there. I then made my way back down the hill into my town and stopped off at Tesco's to get Tash and Amelia's housewarming gift, and I got that, and I got some flower stats from the flower section from Tesco's, and I'll show you guys those. Such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with such lovely colours. I was able to get some really pretty flower snaps from there. I then went off to Tash and Amelia's to see Tash and hang out with her, and I gave her the little gift I got for her and Amelia for their flat, and I got them a little elephant plant pot with some pretty red flowers in to go on the shelf that had a space, and they needed something to go there, and it fitted in there perfectly. Tash gave me a big hug, and we'll show you guys a snap of the little elephant on the shelf. It fits in there perfectly. We then went off and picked up Jen's kids from school, as Jen's partner's having an operation, so Tash is looking after the kids. So we headed off to get them, and they go to the primary school that I went to, and I left there 18 years ago, which makes me feel so old. And I saw a tree that when I first went there, it was tiny, and now it's ginormous. And also a load of the playground equipment. Didn't have any of that when I was there. I was talking to Tash about it. I was like, why is it as soon as we left they got all the cool fun like play equipment? And then we picked up the kids, and the teacher who he has, I was taught by, and she was like, hi Dan. So I was like, hi miss. Force of habit, always, even though I know their real names and I've seen them outside of work, I was like, I'm just programmed into being like, hi miss, or hi sir, always will be. And he was like, how do you know my teacher? I was like, oh, I was taught by them. And he was like, oh my God. And then Tash took the kids back to Jen's, and I left them halfway as I was closer to mine. So then I got back and I got my work shifts for next week, and I was going to be working Monday day, Wednesday night and Saturday day, but I've given my Monday day shift to Jazz as she didn't have any shifts next week, so it's given her some hours. So I'm now working Wednesday 6 till close and Saturday 9:30 till 3. So I've got a nice 2 shift week, and I'm part-time, so I can work as little or as much as I want. So normally I'll give a few shifts away if I've got a lot and I see other people don't have any shifts, because I normally work like 3 or 4 shifts at the most, or 2, 3, 4, and I've had a busy week last week, so it's going to be nice to kind of have a bit of a chilled, like quieter week with just having Christmas and how busy it was. So looking forward to being a bit quieter. And then I just worked on my journal entry, listened to a bit of music and did some drawing coming in, and read some more of If This Is Out, and had a cup of tea and some of my custard creams. And I'm now off to go and take Bear for a walk. I shall see you with more of the vlog when I get back. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being on an evening stroll, taking Bear for his walk with my dad. Then got back, and my new shoes that I'd ordered have arrived, and I'm showing you a clip of those. Here are my new shoes that I got. I've got a pair for work. These are my everyday ones for when I go on my many walks, and I've got my ones for like best, and these ones should last me a long time. They've got massive like bottoms on, which will add to my height a little bit, which is always good. And I felt like a Spice Girl in the 90s with the massive bottoms of the shoes. I then put those in and walked around the house, and they fit really nicely. Add a little bit of height to me as well, which is always a bonus, and felt like I was a Spice Girl, as they've got massive bottoms like they had back in the 90s. I then put those away, ready to get some special laces put on that I have for those shoes, and then I was just reading a bit more of If This Is Out and listened to a bit of music and worked on some new illustrations, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of one of my new illustrations. Here's my newest illustration for you guys, starting off with these boots. She's got these thigh-high boots on, then she's got this massive puffy dress with this massive puffy skirt with some long sleeves and all right off the shoulder bit here with some lace bits on the sleeves and a corset. There's some acrylic nails, and she's got a ring on. She also has this really cool dreamcatcher earring with some spike studs in her earlobes like on the outside. And she's got this necklace, and she's got a black shaved bit of her hair, and then this long curly bit here with a black dip dye. And this is the full illustration for you guys. I love that new illustration with the massive puffy dress and the high heels and the hair and the face. I then listened to a bit of music and tidied up my office and my dolls and dollhouse, and my younger sister had finished icing this fruit cake we've been given on Christmas time, and we finally got around to icing that, and it looks so good. Now just to try and find the topper for that. And then for my tea, I had some chicken and some mash and veg, and I'll show you guys that. It was so delicious, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then put that away, and then get into my PJs, and then I'm going to be watching today's Home and Away and UK soaps, and having a cup of tea with some of my custard cream biscuits that are so good, and watch some more episodes of What's About New Mexico season 4 as I've been watching it. And then the channel I was watching it on, I took it off air, so I wasn't able to watch the last season, but now I'm watching it off ITVX, which has all the seasons on, so I can finally get around to finishing that, and to see if more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Thursday, and I got up after a lion. I've had a few days off work, so I've really been enjoying not having to set any alarms. I then had my breakfast, and for my breakfast I had some crumpets with a lot of butter on and a cup of tea. I haven't had crumpets in so long, and they are so good. I was then just watching a little bit of TV, listened to a bit of music, and had some bear cuddles, let him out in the garden to burn off some energy as he was doing zoomies. And then I was just working on some new illustrations and kind of overdosing, and tidied up my office and my dolls and dollhouse. I then got myself ready to go for a walk, and it was spitting a little bit, but not too bad of weather out there, and I took my coat just in case, and then headed off on my walk. Whilst on my walk, I was listening to music on my headphones. I then headed off to one of the cafes in the high street, and I got a hot chocolate from there. It's definitely hot chocolate weather. Although it's now raining, it's still pretty nippy out there, so it's nice to make me feel nice and cozy and warm. I then stayed in there for a little bit, and I got some mirror selfies from some of the mirrors they have up in there. We've got some really cute mirrors and lanterns in there, and some really cute patterned wallpaper. It's so cute in there. I then had to pop to the loo, and it got some stunning sinks in there with beautiful artwork on, and I'm sure you guys will look at those sinks. I'd love to have one of those sinks in my dream home. They're so beautiful. And on my way out for being at the cafe, I got a snap of these tulips just by the entrance to the cafe in a little vase, and I'll show you guys that. Those tulips are so pretty, and that vase was such a beautiful colour. There's a really cool pattern on. I then went off and had a look around some charity shops, and went off to one of the book shops. I love the smell of old books so much. And then I went off to Surroundings, one of my favourite old craft shops, where they sell art, prints and stationery and socks and mugs and all things I love, and I got some snaps from there. They sell some really beautiful things in there, and it's such a lovely cozy shop, and they're so lovely in there. And I was having great chats with shopkeepers, wishing them a happy new year, and I was this close to getting a pair of socks and a notebook, but I don't need any more stationery or socks for now anyway. I then went off and had a look in Aldi at the Best Buy section. I love having a look down at the Best Buy section in Aldi, and bumped into one of my family friends, so I was having a chat with them. I then went off and had a look around some model shops, and then popped into Costa to see one of my mates who was in there. I was having a lovely catch up with them, and got a mirror selfie from there. That wallpaper they have in there is so beautiful with all the leaves all over it. I'd love to have that in my bedroom. Maybe I'll get where they got that from and put that in my bedroom when I get my bedroom makeover. I'd absolutely love that. And I got back and I got soaked because it then got really heavy with the rain, and when I left the house it wasn't too bad. And yeah, I just hate that light rain that gets you absolutely soaked. I wish that they could have all the rain we need in the night time when we're all asleep, and then it would be nice and dry in the daytime, because I just hate that fine rain that gets you soaked. And I have really been enjoying this cold wintry weather with Jack Frost, and wish we had got a bit of snow. They did say it's supposed to snow this evening, but I don't think we're going to be getting any snow now, and if we do, it probably won't set. Absolutely gutted. I love snow, and I was really hoping for a snow day. I got home, and for my lunch I had a pot noodle and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and some of my custard creams, went some more of the biscuits out, and I've just been working on some illustrations and been watching Nana McPhee, probably one of my favourite movies ever. I'm just going to go and finish watching that and just chill before this evening when I'm going off to Tash and Amelia's for their housewarming / games night. We were going to be having a housewarming party on Friday night, but Dad has had to work Friday night, so we're doing games night and a housewarming together on Thursday night this evening instead. So we're going to be doing both, and everyone gets to join in and no one gets to miss out, which should be fun. And I got some drink from Co-op, so I got some Fanta, some cola and some cloudy lemonade for drinks for tonight. Someone's doing pudding, and then Tash is getting Dominoes for our tea, so looking forward to having a bit of Dominoes and to see with a bit more vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Tash and Amelia's for the housewarming party / games night, as we were going to be doing the housewarming party on Friday night, but Jazz had work Friday night, and we have games night normally on Thursdays at Jen's, but we decided to put the two together and have both of them at Tash and Amelia's. And I got dropped up to Tash and Amelia's by my dad, got in there and showed Tash and Amelia my new shoes, which I love. They're super comfy, have a bottom about that big, so it makes me feel a lot taller, and they're really easy to walk in as well. Normally with new shoes, due to my dyspraxia, I do struggle when I have new shoes, and I trip over a bit, and I'm a little bit clumsier with new shoes, but these shoes I walked so much better in, and yeah, they support my ankles a lot better, which is good. We then got into the flat, and I'd got some drinks, so I got some like lemonade and some Coke and some lemon Fanta, and then Jen and the kids arrived and Jazz arrived as well, and we had a little party spread of some pizzas and some crisps and little nibbly bits, and I'll show you guys the spread that we had. It was so good. I ate so much food, and then we watched Shrek and had a bit of a craft evening, and I'll show you guys snaps of that. Had a great time doing some crafts and watching Shrek. Shrek 2 is probably one of my favourite Shrek films, and I brought my illustration book with me, so I was doing some illustrations at Kung Silver Dosing, and the kids were getting involved in some colouring in. I was helping them with some of the drawings, and they were asking about my YouTube channel. We then watched a bit of K-pop Demon Hunters, and then we had some pudding, and we had some cupcakes and a bit of chocolate cake and some strawberries, and I'll show you guys that. Chocolate cake and cupcakes were so delicious, and the strawberries were ginormous. Then Jen and the kids went home, and me, Tash, Jazz and Amelia were playing some games on Jackbox TV, and they were so fun, and we were having lots of laughs. And then I made my way back, and on my way back it was so cold, and it's really windy and like light rain that gets you soaked. I got back and put my raincoat on the radiator to dry off for tomorrow. I then finished writing my journal entry, put that away, and I'm now off to go and get into my PJs and then watch today's Home Away and UK soaps, and then set my alarm, as I've got to be up early tomorrow morning as I'm getting picked up by the lady who was my morning group I go to on Friday mornings, and it's the first session back, so I'm very excited for that, and to see you more on the vlog tomorrow. It's now Friday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely end to your week. I got up early ready to go off to my first morning group of the new year, and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and watched a little bit of TV. I was watching a bit of Murder She Wrote with my mum, and I was one of the last ones to get picked up by the lady who was the morning group. She came and collected us all, and we then headed down to morning group, and I wished everyone a happy new year, and we were all chatting about how our Christmases had been. We were doing some baking and we were making some biscuits, and always enjoy cooking at morning group. It's one of my favourite things to do when at morning group. So we were making the biscuits and then had those put in the oven to cook, and then whilst we were waiting for those to cook, we had some cups of tea and some biscuits and a good nasa, and then when they were ready we then iced those, and I really enjoyed icing those with some little bits of icing, like ones in the little tubes, and they came out really well. And we had a Santa and an Angel one that were already from a little packet you could get from Tesco's, and we'd iced those as well, and we used those as a little bit of a practice before icing our actual biscuits. And I'll show you guys a clip of the biscuits that I iced. Here are the biscuits we made at morning group. We made and iced the Santa and the Angel were already made, and we practiced icing those before we iced the rest of the biscuits. And I did a heart, some little squiggly little bits of artwork, and then did Happy New Year. And this was so hard to do, so I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it looks so pretty and can't wait to tuck into these biscuits. It was then the end of the session and we got dropped back. I then showed my mum and dad the biscuits that I iced, and Bear was very intrigued. He was trying to get to them as well. I put these in the pantry. I then watched a little bit of TV, listened to some music, and then I went off to One Stop to get myself a drink for work tomorrow. I'm doing a 9:30 till 3, and I've got my uniform ready for that. I then got back and I had my lunch I got from the shops. I got some cheese and onion sandwiches. I love cheese and onion sandwiches so much, they're so delicious. So I had that with a mellow corn yogurt, the one with the white and dark chocolate baubles in, and it was so good. And had some blue Doritos and had some of those, and just wrote some of my journal entry for today. Listened to a bit of music and was working on some new illustrations and closing some of those in, and tidied up my office and Dolls and Dollhouse. I was reading a little bit more of If This Gets Out. I then head off for a little walk and went off to the child shops up in the high street, and then popped to Aldi to have a look around there. I got some flower sets from Aldi's flower section. I'll show you guys. Such beautiful flowers in there with such lovely colours and lots of roses. I then got back and I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who, listened to a bit of music, and was just reading a bit more of If This Gets Out. And I've just been watching some more episodes of Was On in Mexico of ITVX season 4, slowly making my way through that. And I had a cup of tea and some custard cream biscuits, and I'm just going to be finishing off watching that. And then this evening I'm off to my younger brother and his girlfriend's house for a games night, and I'm getting picked up by my older sister. I just see you a bit more of the vlog later on this evening when I'm back from that. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at my younger brother and his girlfriend's house for a games night. So my older sister came and picked me up, and we headed off to the games night, and we'd ordered some Domino's pizza, and we then had that. I had a pepperoni pizza, and it was humongous with some garlic sauce, which was so good. We then played some games of Sorry, and played some games of Hat Mentality and of Alt Mode, but the Voldemort Harry Potter version, and played some games of Shut the Box as well, and it was so much fun. And then we were just chilling and had such a lovely evening, and I got a snap of Mushu, their cat, who is so beautiful, and I'll show you guys that. He's got such beautiful blue eyes. We then called it a night, and my older sister and myself then headed back, and my older sister dropped me home and she went off home. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, listened to a bit of music, and just finished off some new illustrations, and I'll show you guys a clip of those. Here are two of my new illustrations that I've just finished off. Starting off with this one here. She's got this hat, and she's got this short hairstyle with like the wavy bit flicking around here, and this little bit above her ear. She's got some spiked earrings at the top of her ear, and then this long dangly earring, this black necklace, and then this off the shoulder dress with this corset. She's got a handbag, some acrylic nails, and a triangle ring on, and these black boots. And I love the face with the winged eyeliner. I'm loving my winged eyeliner at the moment, and the lashes. And then this is the second one, and she's got these boots on. She's got one leg behind the other, and she's got this lace bit at the top here, this little heart cut lace bit here, with a top underneath with some straps here. And she's got a collar with a little brooch and a black choker necklace and this big earring here, and her hair's flowing over the side here. They're probably some of my favourite illustrations I've done for a while, and I'm now off to go and get into my PJs and then watch today's Home Away and UK Sims, and I've got my uniform ready for work tomorrow, and I shall see you for more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday and I got up early ready for work. I was doing 9:30 till 3. I had my breakfast, I had some toast and a cup of tea, watched a bit of TV and had some bear cuddles, and then I went out in the garden to burn up some energy as he was doing zoomies. He was very excitable, and Jack Frost had visited. Thankfully the rain has passed. I'd rather it be cold and Jack Frost visiting than it be rainy and just miserable, and that light wind, it gets you absolutely soaked. I then got dropped to work by my dad, and I was up to work a little bit early, so I was able to get myself a drink from the corner shop and pop to the flower shop. I got some flower stops from there that I'll show you guys. We've got such lovely flowers in there, really pretty bouquets with lots of lovely colours on. I was then having a great chat with the flower shop keepers in there. I got some plants that's from there that I'll show you guys. A load of new succulents in, so I was able to get some really pretty succulent and cactus snaps, and had some really pretty plant pots. They had this red plant pot with some really pretty planters on, which is so pretty. I then got into work, got clocked in and put my bag and coat away, and got my drink out that I got to have for work out of my bag, and had some of that. And it was me and 3 other colleagues on shift to start with, and then another colleague came on, and I was just running lots of food and drinks, doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making, and cleaning tables inside as well as outside, as it was a lovely sunny day. So we had 3 people sitting outside. We have a gazebo area where they have heaters, so they're able to sit out there with heaters or blankets if they need. So we had a few people out there for coffees, and I was chatting to lots of the workers that came in, and then it was quite quiet to start off with. We had a few people coming in for coffees and breakfast, and then it got quite busy. We had quite a few bookings in at like 11ish, so I was wearing a lot of food and drinks, and then it calmed down again, and one of our colleagues we were on with had to finish early as she had to go off to a doctor's appointment. So another colleague came in, and that was Jazz. So Jazz came in and was mainly on bar. I was mainly on floor, so I was running most of the food and drinks and cleaning tables and making sure the floor was nice and tidy. And then I finished at 3. I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, got changed to the jumpers I had in my bag, and then I popped one to Tash's, and we did some TikToks, some hashtag bestie TikToks, and that's so fun to do. And I had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and we had a good NASA. And then I made my way back. I got home, put my work clothes in the wash. I'm now not into Wednesday evening, and I then had my lunch, and for my lunch I had some tuna mayonnaise sandwiches with a cup of tea, and Bear had got given a dog toy from my older sister, so he was playing with that, so I played with him with that out in the garden. And then me and my dad popped to Tesco's, and I got some bits in there, and then got back, and for my tea I had a pasta chicken Caesar salad, and I'll show you guys that. I haven't had one of those salads in ages, and they're so delicious. Caesar salad cream is one of my favourite salad dressing, and I smothered it in that. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and I'm now off to go and watch the new rom-com on Netflix called The People We Meet on Vacation, which looks really good. It looks right up my street, so I'm really looking forward to watching that, and I'll just see you for more vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday, and I got up after a lie-in, and I didn't go to bed until pretty late last night as I was watching Heated Rivalry on Now TV. I've now got that so that I could watch Heated Rivalry, which I've seen loads of TikToks and tweets and fanfics about, and it was so good. I'm obsessed, and there are 6 episodes and I binged it a lot, and I was an emotional mess by the end, and they used all the things she said, which I will forever, whenever I'm listening to that song now or hearing that song, think about that iconic club scene, the longing eyes. It's just so beautiful, and they're just so in love, and all the kisses and the affection, and they're just so well acted, and the ones that played the main characters in real life, their chemistry is so beautiful, and their friendship with doing the show and in all the interviews, they're just so lovely and so funny, and I can't wait for more of Heated Rivalry. Apparently they're going to be doing 3 seasons of the show, which is very exciting. I then got some breakfast, and I had some raisin bread smothered in butter with a cup of tea, and watched a little bit of TV, listened to a bit of music, and was just reading a bit more of Earth Just Gets Out, which is so good. I then got showered and changed. I was just tidying up my office and my dogs and dollhouse and playing with Bear out in the garden. It was pretty chilly, but it was dry, which is the main thing. I hate the rain. And I then got myself ready to go off for a walk, and it was a lovely crisp weather. Had my fleece on and my headphones on and was listening to music. I then head down to my town's castle, and I always say this, but I'm so lucky to have a castle on my doorstep. It's now a hotel. It used to be an actual castle where King Henry VIII once stayed, and now it's a hotel where you can go for afternoon teas or you can stay overnight. I've been in there for afternoon teas before, or you can just pop in for a coffee or a tea if you want to, in the lounges where you can have your afternoon teas. And I got snacks from the castle, and I'm sure you guys stays. So beautiful. I love that water fountain. I can remember when they were just putting that in there, and I had a lovely walk around the grounds. I then got a few selfies in front of some of the garden displays in the castle's gardens, and then head into my town's castle where they have the lounges where you can have afternoon teas, and I got some snacks on there that I'll show you guys. So beautiful in there, all of the tapestries and the fireplaces, the chandeliers, and all the portraits of King Henry VIII, and having a lovely look around there. I then motored back, and I got home, and I was listening to a bit of music, working on some more illustrations and kind of some videos in, and watching some vlogs and TikToks and funny dog and cat videos. And then I was just watching Ever After, one of my favourite films of all time. I love that film so much. It's probably one of my favourite Drew Barrymore films ever. I then was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who, and then my mum was getting the tea ready, and we were having a Sunday roast. My older sister had a rugby game, so she came over a little bit later on, and my older brother and his girlfriend came over, so did my younger brother and his girlfriend, and our grandma got brought over, and we were playing some games just before tea, and then we had our Sunday roast, and it smelled so good, and we sat out in the end room with the heating on out there as it's so cold at the table, and luckily it warmed up thankfully, and we had our Sunday roast, and then had some donuts, pudding, and I'll show you guys the Sunday roast. The Sunday roast that we had for tea was so delicious. We then tidied away and watched this David Attenborough wildlife show, and then watched a bit of Auntie's Roadshow. We then had our pudding after letting our food go down after we had the roast, and I had a ring donut with a cup of tea, and I'll show you guys that. The ring donuts were super sugary and were so delicious. I had mine with a cup of tea in one of my new mugs I've got from HomeSense. It's the brown one with the flowers on, which is so pretty. It's one of my favourite mugs I've gotten so far. And then we played some games, and then my grandma got dropped home, and then my older brother and his girlfriend headed home to visit my younger brother and his girlfriend, and then my older sister stayed for a little bit, and then she also went off home, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today and put it that away, and then I'm going to be watching some more episodes of What's on New Mexico season 4, the last season that I'm slowly making my way through. And I hope you guys have all had a lovely week and weekend, and all have a lovely new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon.